Hi ladies and gents, it's Adsila coming to you with just a quick show and tell and also a process video to follow. I'll put the link down below, and if you have any questions just ask me. Now as I go through the video you may have questions to ask. So basically this is just scrap. It is not bought, it is not acquired by any means. I just walked into a paint shop and just asked for some paint samples. Boy did I get the mother load. And I'll demonstrate how I put it all together in the next video, because I want to keep this video short, and if you're interested in acquiring or learning how to make pockets and little tuck spots, then you can then continue on to the next process video. So without further ado, I'll start. So what you have here is an array of different things. Now all it is paint samples, paint swatches, and wallpaper, girls and guys. Yes, nothing needed to be bought. You can go and get some discontinued wallpaper books from your paint stores or your wallpaper stores. Sorry about that. And then craft to your heart's content. So what we have in front of us, these were actually, sometimes you get packaging and they have this, so I just turned it into a tag. Now it's not paper and it's not cardstock in between, so you can embellish it whatever you want to do with it. So what I did was I just printed on some vellum, okay, so and just stapled it at the top, so it tucks in here. Now these particular ones are not for that one that I'm showing you on. I'll show you. So here we have a wattle paint thing. So all I did was I just turned up the end. So anyway, I'll show the process video in the next one following this. But you have then the two tuck spots. Okay, here we go. I'm trying to keep all the videos short because I know a lot of people don't like long videos, and it's just like, okay, well, move on. I don't know how to do the time to get you up to that point if you want to skip all the chitter and chatter in between. So there we go, ladies. We've got a beautiful, you know, sort of, and you cover that with your copy dyed paper or some craft paper to coordinate here. Now this is just wallpaper, so I just proceeded to put contrasting wallpaper there and here, and kept this blank, and then you can further decorate it, but I just wanted just to keep it simple, you know, and that way, you know, you can actually edge it, but bearing in mind wallpaper is very hard to edge, so you may want to sew along there or draw from some faux stitches. So that's idea number one. Second idea is exactly the same. The only difference is I actually cut off where the hole was. So if you can imagine doing that, and I do not have scissors handy, do I? No. Okay, I'm just going to tuck it over and then that way. Okay, so you can even glue that down for some sturdiness. So there we go. We have another little pocket. Okay, so that's idea number two. Okay. Then we have, yeah, so I've sort of embellished those particular two. Then we come to idea number three, which is the same. All I did was, bearing in mind, I just folded it exactly in half. Now you can keep the hole to the back if you wanted to cover it. Okay, here we go. And get it straight, Adsila. Okay, then we do that. Now bearing in mind when you're cutting the wallpaper, if you've got that's a 1 inch punch, if you've got 1 3/4 or 1 1/2, you can create that, but I had to hand cut it because I don't have many punches. They're too expensive in Australia. I think this is $22 or something. So then we have number 3. Okay, here we go. Now I just print on vellum. Been doing it for years. That's not the right tag for that, but it just gives you an idea of that. So that is number 3. 4th one was just wallpaper, and I just put some lace there. I had some just offcuts of print, dictionary print. Just did the, sort of made the petals and went sort of created them with a thick black liner and then cut around, so it already had a border. Some heart punch and a clever flower punch. I don't even know what the thing is. I'm just going to have to pause the video for a minute. Sorry about that. Where were we? Okay, wallpaper. Just on this particular one, I had a die cut, and it's a flower one, and I just put it through an embossing folder, and it's a paint swatch, and it's in red, so I haven't gone around that. Just some washi tape, I think, and some old lace. Now the lace I get from, there's an RSPC shop in Tweed Heads, and you can fill a bag for $5. So I go around and hunt for vintage clothing, vintage laces on, clothing and items, and just pull them apart and reuse them. It's amazing. I've got boxes and boxes full of vintage laces and trims and, buttons, just anything that you can reuse. I, roll them right up so I can get as much in that bag. So here we go. There's just wallpaper. Just glued on the sides, cut to the size. That's just a faux stamp. That's just an offcut from this. And I do have a postage stamp, and I raided my grandson's scissors and craft supplies and created the ridges around the stamp. And then, as you can see, okay, so I made it a little bit smaller. Fold it in half, covered it with coffee dyed or tea dyed paper, and as you can see, there's some just bits of paper. There's some lined paper. I think there may be some graph paper. No, just some lined paper and tea stained paper. So I'm yet to sew that in and pop it in. And there we go. Now we can sew around the edges to create a little bit of more interest, but these are just sort of various ideas you can use and create from scrap. The wallpaper books are obsolete, and the paint swatches, obviously, I'm not sure why I got the mother load. So that's it for me today. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to put them down in the comment section, and press that notification button for the tutorial on how I created these, including the little mini faux stamps. I believe this is an iron-on. This is a word that I print out of my computer. This is some flat back thing that I found. I just stuck there. Now, a little leaf die cut out, and it's amazing what you can create with nothing. So these are all scrappy stuff, disused, discontinued. So I believe it applies to the group. So I'm hoping it does. Anyway, till then, take care, and please don't forget to press the notification button to see the process video on this. I upload once every week at the moment. I know it's a big time between, but I have a lot of health issues, a lot of surgeries coming up, and after all of them, I hope I'm on the mend. Till then, take care and God bless. Bye.